Step 6. We're entirely ready to have God to remove all these defects of character. This is step thought separatist from the Bois. Saw declared Saul loved clergyman who happens to one of a.'s greatest friends. Higo isn't to explain the trini person capable of enug willingness and no style at her ears. Repeatedly. Step 6. On all his faults without any reservations swatted for has indeed come a long way spree. Jewelry and stared for tight led to Bacalladam Hoy sincerely trying to grow in the image and likeness of his own creator. So of course the ten disputed question of whether God can and will under certain conditions remove a defect so if character will be word with that prompt affirmative be all mistania. Member. On this proposition will nothing it will be just about the largest fact in his life. You'll usually offer as proof in a statement like here this. Sure, I was beaten. Absolutely licked. My own willpower just wouldn't work on alcohol. Change of scene. The best efforts of family, friends, doctors and clergymen got no place with my alcoholism. I simply couldn't stop drinking and no human being could seem to dictate joggy F for me. But when I became willing to clean house and then ask a day I gear power go dassy understood him to jive merely as my obsession to drink vanished. It was lifted right out of me. China. Meeting Salloworth world statements just like this here heard yearly. It explain for every both see and so Brett. Member has been granted air liaise from this obstinate and potentially fatal obsession. Swanever complete and littoral reality. Shave become entirely ready to hate and remove the mania for alcohol from their lives. And God has proceeded to exact like that. Having been granted the perfect release from alcoholism, why then shouldn't we be able to achieve by the same means a perfect release forever difficult tired? This is cerebrally however existence. Thieful and certo which may be only in them and of God. Nevertheless at least a part of teens were toys as apparent choose. When mind and women pour so much alcohol into themselves that he destroyed their lives they commit a most unnatural act. Defying their instinctive desire for self preservation they seem bent upon self-destruction. They work against their own depressed instinct. As their bled by the terrific beating administered alcohol the grace of God can enter them and expel their obsession. He read their powerful instinct to live can cooperate fully with their creator's desire to jive them with for nature and go to like or suicide. But most further difficulties fall under such a categorical. Every normal person wants for example to eat Torah produced to be somebody in the society of his fellows. And he wishes to be reasonably safe and secure tries to obtain these things. Indeed God made him fit. He did not design man to destroy himself alcohol but he did jive an instinct to help him to stay alive. That is no worry evident lest in this life that work. A Torah expects successfully to eliminate your instinctual drives. So fair as sweat no I did no were on the record thought it is completely removed from many human beings natural drives. Since most of yous were born with an abundance of natural desires it isn't strange yet that white and let these aether exceed their intended purpose. When he drive yous blindly or willfully demand that feasibly a swim more satisfactions or pleasures and as possible your do's. That is the point at which we depart from the degree of perfection that God wishes for a share of earth. That is the measure of character defects or I show for sins. If we ask God will certainly forgive your elections. Beauty no cost do surrenderus why taste no and keep us to twain without your cooperation. That is a nothing way are you supposed to be willing to work toward yourselves. He asks only that we try as best we know how to make progress in the building of character. So step 6 we're entirely ready to have God to remove all these effects of character. Isaiah. Sway how stating this possible studio ni can take in order to make a billion. Against this lithidamage of. This do is not mean that we expect all our character defects to be lifted out of use of the drivato drink was. A wafata may be viewed with most of them we shall have be content with patient improvement. The key words entirely ready underline the fact that when to Timothy best what know or can learn. How man yo with this degree of readiness ? In an absolute sense practically narrow hasset. The best twain can do without no style that way cancemen bestow try to have the event and the bestow foods will discover tatter dismally that is always a sticking point at which way say no I can give a fish duty and what shall often tread one of more dangerous ground when we receive this will never give up exclamation points such as have power for instincts to reach themselves. No matter how fair have progressed. These hires will always be found which oppose the grace of God. Some would feel they have new made but as this, So let Strata think it thrust that little further. Practically everybody wishes to be rid of his most glaring and destructive handicaps. Noon wants to be so proud that this cornet saw braggart nor saw greedy that this legulita thief. Noon wants to be angry new to murder lustful enough to rope glutton now sin out to ruin her health. No one wants to be organized by that chronic pain no he or to be paralyzed be sloth. Though of course most human beings don't suffer these defects at these rock bottom levels. Woha escape at these extremes area con. Gradually yourselves. Yep Caneway ? After all has to be in self interest pure and simple that is enabled most of you stoies. Cape ? Not much spiritual effort is involved in avoiding excesses which will bring us punishment anyway. But when we face up to the less violent aspects of these aforesaid effects then where to stand. What we must recognize now is that we exalted some of our defects. Worry only love them. Who for example, doesn't like you to feel just a little superior to the next fellow, or even quite a lot superior ? If and the truth will like you to let greed masquerade as ambition. To think of flicking us seems impossible. Without men and women speak love with their lips and believe who had these AE so that they can hide lust in a dark corner of their minds ? And even while staying within conventional bounds many people have to admit that their imaginary sex excursions that react to build past dreams of romance. Self-righteous and sock and very enjoyable. In a perverse way we can actually take satisfaction from the fact that many people know whose forehead brings a comfortable feel in God's superiority. Gossip barbed without a rather polite formal murder by character assassination has its satisfactions to hair we're not trying to help those who criticize we're trying to proclaim our own righteousness. Where gluttonous Andrew announced with heavy molder word for that to vacall of take your comfort. We live in a world riddled wider and to a greater or less degree. Everybody is infected with thick. From thigh's defect we must surely get a wart yet definite satisfaction. Else why would we consume such great amounts often wishing for what we have not, rather than working for it, or angrily looking for tributes we shall never have instead of that just to the that kept in good ? And oh what a tent work hard with no better motive and to be secure and slothful later on only way called that retiring. Consider to artle, sense for procrastination, which is really sloth in 5 syllables. Nearly anyone could submit a good list of such defects as these and foods would seriously think of give a much less until they cause excessive misery. Some people, though of course may conclude at that theorem. The dreaded hobby also defects taken from them. But event he's a people if they construct a list of still milder defects will be obliged to admit that they prefer to hang into some of them. Therefore it seems plain that few as can quickly or easily become ready to aim at spiritual and moral perfection will to settle for only as much profession as will just be in life, according, of course, to our various and center ideas of what will be as be. So they difference between the boys and the men is the difference between striving for a self-determined objective and for the perfect object of which eyes are God. Many will latencies how can we accept the entire implication of step 6 ? Why that is perfection? This sounds like a hard question but practically speaking by DeSantis. Only Stephanie roommate at 100% admission would powerless alcohol can be practiced with absolute perfection. There remain in 11 steps state perfect ideals. Theory goals toward which we look and the may searing sticks be which we estimate your progress. Seen in this light step 6 is still difficult but not impossible. The only urgent thing is that we make a beginning, and keep trying. It would be an real advantage for the step on problems so that find alcohol we shall need to make a brand new venture into open-mindedness. We shall need towards your eyes toward perfection and be ready to in that direction. It will seldom matter how halting life walk. The only question will bear you reading. Look the agate in it thought effects are still unwilling to give up while to erase it hard and fast line of step twain. Have drawn. Perhaps we shall be obliged in some cases to see physic cannot give a pia. You wish hold not say to ourselves this it will never give up. Let's dispose of what appears to be hazardous then and have left. It is instead of to be home entirely willing to aim toward perfection. We note that some delegate however might be pardoned. Outward in the mind of a rationalizing alcoholic could certainly be given a long-term meaning. He could see however the exclamation point sure I'll head toward perfection beauty certainly not going to worry any. Maybe I can postpone that dealing with my prob. Lemson definitely. Though of course this one TDO. Such a bluffing own self will have that got way off man. Another pleasant rationalization. At Herbie Riley's Weshell have that Okamato grips with Simeo for worst character defects and take action toward that remove Alice quick lives waken. The moment we say, no, never, our minds close against grace of God. Delay is dangerous and rebellion may be fatal. This is a CD point at which we abandon limited objectives and move toward God's will for us.